Alright guys, I'm going to try to do the brakes on this guy. Well, I'm going to. They're pretty easy, but I'm going to do a tutorial on it, and I'm not going to edit anything. I'm going to try to do this all in one take, so wish me luck and stay tuned. Actually, not stay tuned. Just keep watching, because I'm going to keep doing what I got to do. Alright, so first step, you want to chalk this. Because I'm just doing front pads, that's all, but you don't want it getting away from you. Now, I got one of these fancy little cross beam jack doohickeys, but if you don't have one, you'll just have to do it side by side. But I'm all fancy, so I don't gotta do that. Alright, so I'm gonna come under here and find a sturdy spot to do this. It looks like I'm gonna have to go further back on it. Right there. Looks like there's a little where all the suspension bolts up. There's a pretty sturdy point to do this from. Yeah, I'm not getting any play when I do that, so I mean I better not, so my control arms are bolted too. That's kind of holding all the way to the car, you know, at least in the front. And now I'm just jacking it on camera for you guys to watch. Just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead, pause it, get the tripod set up, and hop over to the side I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna be doing both, but I mean, I guess I can record both sides, but either way. And this right here is everything I'm gonna be using. Obviously not all of these, but I'll let you know once I find the right socket size. The gloves are just because I'm a sissy and don't want to get my hands all dirty. Put this guy on the tripod. And try to set up a shot. Oh boy, should have thought about this a little bit, eh? Okay, well thought out plans make for terrible stories anyways. And that'll do. Okay. That's pretty big. And then the special ones. Love it. Want to work on you. 17. Yeah. That's not going to work because they're the special keyed ones. So I'm going to grab that real quick. Here we are. Sorry about that. A little unprofessional there. Because, you know, that's why I'm over here posting videos on YouTube professionally. That wasn't an insult to anybody who actually does this. I'm just being a wise ass. This 3/8 isn't gonna do it. This battery might be dead. Hang on. That's a little funky now, but oh well. Fuck it, using a ratchet, I guess. Maybe a breaker bar. I underestimated how tight those things were on this. bar. Didn't jack it all the way either, so there should still be some resistance for this tire for me to rotate it off if I can, but I can't. Maybe I'm just a weak little pussy, I don't know. Holy crap. Definitely wasn't one of my tools that did that shit the first time, but it's like Milwaukee tight. Anyways, let's see. Is anything all this tight? It's just that one. Yeah, they're all pretty tight. That's a 21, 19.2. I'm getting a bigger bar. Maybe I'll edit some of this out. I don't know. So I lied, you will need more tools than what I initially showed, but this is just a 1/2-inch wrench you can build onto a long piece of square tube. Custom breaker bar. Makes it real easy. It wasn't hard at all. So I'm gonna have to adjust the jack a couple more times, but that did all right. Key lug nuts are a bitch. I don't know why they have them. These are just stock wheels. Safe and out of the way. Alright, so to take these guys off, looks like I just got to remove this pin. And then I'm just going to go ahead and unbolt the caliper bracket, because I think I can just change the pads right out of there. There's an Allen key on here, and I don't got a piece for that for my impact. So the only ones I have are 1/2-inch, and my 1/2-inch impact is broken. So over here using hand tools, which I haven't had to do in a long time. Sucks. All that money I spent on tools, just a waste. Break. Maybe it's because I bought Ryobi tools, I don't know. Might have something to say about that, but right now I'm just grabbing, I don't see the camera, I don't know how well you can see this, but this bolt here and this bolt here. I don't know how well that turned out, but we'll see. Just be able to see a little better. 19, you're not on it. I'm just going through the different nuts to socket sizes. Which one takes this nut off? So it is a 15. That way maybe I'll save y'all a little bit of time at home. Alright, so it's got some torque, it's just not enough to take all the lug nut apparently. Or maybe I did just mess up with the lug nuts, but we'll see. So with this off, I can set it up top here. Really easy stuff, guys. So I'll pop the old one out. Doesn't look like it didn't come with a new metal piece, so whatevs. These are not really super badly in need of changing, but they're starting to get annoying and the brakes are feeling funky. So this is just part of what I'm doing to fix that. Figure they're free. AutoZone's got a lifetime warranty on their brake pads, so doesn't hurt to change them prematurely. Like way prematurely. These are Still got quite a bit of life left, but still got the crack in them, you know? Anyways, so now those are out, I'm gonna set this down here. So, taking this grease, just brake grease. The inside of here, you'll see those little spots where the pads kind of slide in and out. You want to grease those up real good. Pad kind of visualize. Okay, sliding right about here on the back side. Okay, so throw some grease on there, just a wee bit. Be careful not to get any on your rotor, because grease reduces friction, and friction is what makes you stop when you're braking. So if you reduce that, you'll reduce your stoppingness, you know? You don't want to have no reduced stoppingness when you're in a car, you know? These are all scientific terms, by the way. You can really pass a quiz with this tutorial right here, teaching you all the vocabulary and everything that all nerds use. Alright, now that's done, go ahead, take your new pads. Again, try not to get grease or nothing on them. And then, in this case, the weird springy retainer goes towards the piston and the caliper. So this guy goes in first, and it's going to point towards the engine bay when you put this all back on. And easy way to figure out which orientation they go, this thing's round. The radius will kind of follow the rotor almost perfectly. So also, it only fits in one way, so it's pretty hard to fuck up. But you know, I'm here to teach people who don't know how to do it how to do it. Not really. Don't count on this being a perfect tutorial. Don't blame me if your car don't stop you when you push on the pedal after this. I'm not a mechanic, I'm a welder, but I know some stuff. Mechanic probably would have just taken that bolt out, swung it out, not had to deal with balancing it on the rotor at all, but that's not what I am, so. And hey, you clicked on the video. Alright, so that's all done. Paper towels go. Sweet. In my pockets. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna pop this guy back in there. Being real careful, I'm gonna wipe the grease off my fingers now. That way I don't grease up parts that need to have friction. And here we go. Looks like I can slide this bracket out of the way. Oh, it just slid right off. There's that. Well, that's probably how it's supposed to be changed, is just slide it all the way off. Looks like I didn't even need to dick around with the Allen key, but anyways, I'm gonna slide you from there. Springy doos aligned. Actually, I'm just gonna pop this bracket back in place. This might make my life a little easier. Act as a guide here. CPR is padding into the seat. There we go. Alright. That was sort of a pain in the ass, and you didn't get to see most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the angle real quick. Get a point up a little more so you can see what I'm struggling with here. Alright, now onto the second new pad. Same thing. These little arms that stick out here, gonna want to grease on those just around the edges. I mean, honestly, you can slide the whole thing if you want, but it doesn't take much. That way you're not getting unnecessary squeaking and creaking and wear on the metal parts and yada yada yada. Didn't actually know how to do these brakes going into it. It's the first time I've done it, but all your brakes are going to be fairly similar if they're disc brakes like this. So it might come with a little metal clip. It might not have that little springy do on the back of one of them, but yeah, it's. But full disclosure, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so heed that warning now. I'm gonna pop you in there. Slide you back just a hair. And there you are. Okay. Alright, so now that these are in here, I'm gonna show y'all a little trick. Now, the gap in there is tighter now because they're new pads. So I gotta compress that piston a little bit. And I don't have the tool on me, but I'm gonna show you how to do that real fast. It might not work with this style, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. Sure as shit ain't gonna stop me from trying, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. I'll be right back. Detail I just about forgot. Get you a little bag with these guys in. Yeah, these are kind of important. They hold this whole thing in place, so we're not gonna neglect to put that back on. Just gonna pop these into place. Hard to do this all while holding a camera, but I'm figuring it out as I go. Finger strength. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Don't forget that part. That's important. All right, got the other side all buttoned up. Over the passenger side. Since we learned from all the little hiccups last time, this should be a little bit quicker. I already broke his nuts, by the way. I almost forgot to start recording. But I didn't. Just, you know, here you are. And here I am. Here we are.